New York City's bagel cafes have been hit by a cream cheese shortage as supply chain issues left them days from running out. Bagel makers report limited quantities of the spread, which threatens to see a NYC favorite dropped from menus across the Big Apple. Nick Batter, who works at Absolute Bagels on the Upper West Side, told the New York Times his Queens-based cream cheese supplier has run out of their go-to brand for the first time in 10 years. He said that the business now has just over 3 days' supply of cream cheese left. Mr. Patu added, "We went this week and the shelves were empty. If we cannot find cream cheese, I worry now, what are we going to do?" Zabar's general manager, Scott Goldsheen, estimated 10 days when asked about his supply, adding he had called about 8 different distributors in recent days. Mr. Goldsheen told The Times, "Begging is one of my plans, which I have done, and it's helped." Pedro Aguilar, a manager at the Picker Bagel chain, said, "This is bad. This is very bad." Philadelphia accounts for many delis' cream cheese supply, but its parent company Heinz reports a 35% spike in demand, according to The Times. The food giant also cites the ongoing supply chain shortage, with products running out because of issues including a shortage of truck drivers and lack of other key staff who refuse to follow COVID-19 vaccine orders. A number of industries in the US and around the world, including the UK, are experiencing supply chain issues, with Remainers in Britain blaming Brexit even though a range of causes have been identified. The UK has seen fuel, CO2 and HGV driver shortages, with 41% of survey respondents telling YouGov in September that they blamed Brexit for the issues, while 25% said coronavirus was responsible. "55% of YouGov survey respondents who voted Remain said they noticed shortages on shelves to a large or significant extent, while only 40% of Leavers did." The Institute for Government has attributed supply issues not just to Brexit red tape, but the pandemic, as EU nationals returning to their home countries led to labour shortages and lockdowns disrupted lorry driver training. US consumers have faced empty shelves and delayed imports of products too, including medical supplies, running shoes, electronics and Burger King French fries. Surging demand for imported goods has led to delays on both sides of the pond as shipping companies struggle to catch up. However, the latest economic forecast from the CBI says the foundations of the UK's economic recovery remain firm despite global supply challenges weighing on near-term growth. Short-term headwinds, including rising costs and shortages, have grown since the business group's June forecast, while the CBI said longer-term challenges, identified as persistently poor productivity, underscore the need for a boost to business investment. The CBI forecasts 6.9% growth in GDP over 2021 and 5.1% next year. These were revised down from 8.2% this year and 6.1% in 2022. Tony Danker, CBI Director General, said, "The challenge for January 1st is now very clear for the UK economy. Significant headwinds and rising costs of living threaten the extent of recovery and prospects for economic success. These hurdles for firms will provide a major test for government. Can they foster sustainable UK investment and growth?" The UK's New Year resolution must be to give firms the confidence to go for growth. We should be raising our sights on the economy's potential and seizing the moment. Rain Newton-Smith, CBI chief economist, said, "We expect a pretty firm economic recovery ahead, though understandably the emergence of Omicron poses another downside risk to our forecast." She added that UK exports are being outpaced by global peers which, if allowed to continue, would negatively impact the economy in the long term. Ms. Newton-Smith explained that work to address barriers to markets globally and supporting all businesses to seek growth internationally are required. She described the government's export strategy as a positive step forward while calling for relations with the EU to be normalised and the UK to match competitors on research and development spending.